Well, hello friends. Welcome to episode 26 of Storytime Yoga. I've got crazy hair there. I'm just going to fix my hair there, friends. This is Miss Mel, your children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga and your mindset coach with Rise to Wellness. Welcome. Episode 26 today. We are reading a classic. It's called Goodnight Moon by Margaret Brown. This is one of my children's favorites. They brought this out to me a couple of days ago and asked me to read that book today. And I'll tell you, this was a fun one to take a look at because although there's lots and lots of yoga poses in it, they repeat them throughout the book. So it was a fun one to take a look at to see what fun yoga we could do today, friends. So that once again, that's Goodnight Moon by Margaret Brown. And I will put in the comments, friends, the link for you to purchase your own copy of that book if you are enjoying the book as much as we enjoy the book in class, and then you can watch the recording afterwards to follow along. So friends, I invite you to please in the comments put hashtag live, hashtag busy kids if you're watching live, and if you're watching the replay, hashtag busy kids. And I invite you to come to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor. I'm going to step back to my mat so that we can begin class. Coming to crisscross applesauce or hero's pose, friends. Remembering that hero's pose is sitting on your legs with your bum on your heels or on the floor in between your heels. Just gonna get situated there, friends, and we'll ring our bells to begin class. Good job, my friends. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, friends, we'll get our breathing ball ready. And please do remember, friends, when you're joining us, please do put your name in the comments so that I can give you a shout out. We love to give a shout out to all of our friends. We're going to sit up nice and straight and tall, and we're going to do one round of breathing, okay? 3 breaths. Breathing in and out. Nice and deep breathing. Breathing in and out. In and out. Good job, my friends. And remembering that although we're sitting straight and tall, our shoulders are staying in neutral position. We're breathing. Keep those shoulders in neutral position, and we're breathing in through our nose and then out through our nose or our mouths, whichever is more comfortable. Breathing in and out. In and out, in and out. Good job, my friends. All right, friends, I invite you to stay on your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. I am going to bring my cushion forward to begin our story. All right, friends, Goodnight Moon by Margaret Brown. This is such a classic book. I love this book. All right, friends, let's make sure you can see the photos. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. So we're going to do moon pose, friends. There's the moon. There's the cow jumping over the moon. We're going to start with moon pose, which is a good one to start with to get a good side stretch. I think that's a good one today, even for Miss Mel. All right, we're going to put about that much room between our feet. We're going to stand nice and straight and tall. And friends, you can do this sitting down too. You're just sitting down and you're doing the side stretch. So I'm going to make my moon. See my hands like this? I'm going to put them up above my head, and I'm going to just from my waist, okay? Right from my waist. We're not going to bend forward at all, just right from my waist. I'm going to make that moon. You're going to feel this stretch all the way down your side, friends, from your underarm all the way down past your hip. Holding that stretch, friends. Be big moons, shining bright, and come up, and we're going to go to the other side. Oh, you're going to feel what a good stretch that is, friends. From your armpit all the way down past your waist. Be big, bright, shining moons, friends. Good job. and 2 little kittens, and a pair of mittens, and a little toy house, and a young mouse. You see the picture good there? So we're going to be mice. Do you see the mouse? He's right here. He's a little tiny, tiny mouse. We're going to be mouse friends. So, or mice friends. We're going to be a mouse, but we are all mice together. So I invite you to come to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. We're going to come into hero's pose like this, and then we're going to go just bend our forehead forward and put it on the floor. I'm going to show you like this, though. You can put your forehead right on the floor, or you can put your hands like this and put your forehead on your hands. So just like this, friends. Good job. I'm going to come up and talk you through it. So stay down in your mouse pose. Just let your back relax. Breathing nicely. And if your forehead is right directly on that floor, I'm going to bring my hands to the side like this, beside my legs. If your forehead is directly on the floor, bring those arms to the side beside you and just let them hang. Just breathing normally. This helps with our thoughts, friends. This helps calm our thoughts. Good one, friends. Good mice. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady whispering, hush. Good night, room. Do you see everything in the room, friends? So I'm going to show you, friends, that there's something in this room. Let's see if I can see here. There's something in this room that they don't mention in the book. Do you see this little dolly, this rag dolly sitting on top of that bookshelf? So we're going to be ragdolls, friends. We're saying goodnight to the room, and we're perched up way high on that bookshelf, friends. We're going to be ragdolls, so we're going to do ragdoll pose, which is a forward bend, friends. So I'm going to put this much room in between my legs, and we're going to ground our feet on the floor, and I'm going to bring my arms up. And this is a live pose. We're going to look up at the ceiling and really stretch that whole front of your body, friends. And we're going to come forward in a forward bend ragdoll. Just let your arms hang like a ragdoll. Good job, my friends. We're going to do it one more time. Coming up into a live. Look up at the ceiling. Get that good stretch across the front. And come down into ragdoll pose. Good job, my friends. Goodnight, moon. Goodnight, cow jumping over the moon. Good job, my friends. All right. Do you see this cow? Do you see how he's jumping over the moon? He is amazing, and he's actually in Superman pose, friends. So I invite you all to come to Superman pose, my friends. Come to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor lying on your belly. We're going to put our legs straight out behind us. We're going to put our arms out in front of us. And on the count of 3, we're going to lift our arms and lift our legs. 1, 2, 3. Superman. So pretend you're that cow jumping over the moon, friends. We're going to jump over the moon just like that cow. Good job, my friends. Push yourself back up. Good job. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. You see them all there? So we're going to do chair pose, my friends. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to put a little bit more room in between my legs. I'm going to put about that much room, okay? I'm going to come sideways, and we're going to do chair pose, my friends. There's an imaginary chair behind me. I'm going to bring my arms up and come sitting back into that chair. Now remember, you can be up here or you can be way down here. Whatever's comfortable, just making sure your arms are up. So I'm going to come up a bit so that my arms are up. Now you can put your hands down here on your waist too and come down. Whatever's comfortable for you, but you're going to feel that in those legs, holding that chair pose, my friends. Good job. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Do you see those kittens and those mittens? All right, friends, so we've been talking about the cow jumping over the moon and the little kittens, and we're saying goodnight to the little kittens. So we are going to do cat and cow pose together, friends. And we often do this together because we can call it wave pose. We are waving our spine. So, friends, I invite you to come to your mat, your blanket, or your piece of floor and come to all fours like this. And as we breathe in, we drop our belly. This is cow pose. Our bum comes up, our head comes up, our belly is dropped. And as we breathe out, we bring our belly up and we drop our head and drop our tail. This is cat. So breathing in, drop your belly. Breathing out, bring your belly, drop your head, drop your butt. Breathing in, drop your belly. Breathing out, bring up your belly, drop your head, drop your bum. Good job, my friends. That is cat and cow together, or wave pose. It's very good for your back. Goodnight clocks and goodnight socks. Now, this is funny too. I really looked at the picture in this book. And we're talking about the clocks and the socks in this picture, but do you see the little bunny rabbit? Do you see him in his big bed? Let's see if I can bring him closer. He's actually doing rock and roll in his bed, and I don't know if that means that he's scared to go to sleep, and sometimes that happens, friends, but we are going to do rock and roll on our mats or our blankets or a piece of floor, just like that little bunny. So we are going to sit down and we're going to come onto our back, friends, and we're going to bring our knees into our chest, and we can hold the outsides of our legs or we can hold inside our legs like this, and we are going to rock and roll. This is all in your belly, friends. Rock and roll. Use those belly muscles to get you going, friends. Rock and roll. Good job, my friends. Good rocking and a rolling. Just like that little bunny in his bed, trying to go to sleep. You can say it's okay, bunny. There's nothing to be scared of. All right. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. You see this house? The roof of that house actually reminds me of a yoga pose, friends, and what it reminds me of is downward dog, because we are in a V like that, an upside down V like that when we're in downward dog. So I invite you to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor, and we're going to go to the back of our mat like this, friends, and I'm just going to come forward like this with my hands so that I know where my hands are. Now I'm going to come up to my hands and my knees. I'm going to tuck my toes and I'm going to bring that bum up in the air. Now I'm going to bend my knees and bring those arms right back, just like a doggy stretching, friends. Now remember, once we're here, wag that tail. Good job, friends. And one leg up for three-legged dog. Put that leg down, other leg up. Put that leg down. Good job, my friends. Wonderful downward dog poses, wonderful roofs of that little house that we are saying goodnight to. Good night comb and good night brush. Good night nobody, good night mush. So you see the mush in that bowl there, friends? We are going to be the bowl that the mush is inside. So I invite you to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor, friends. Sitting down. This is our favorite, friends. This is boat pose, and I know some of you are groaning when I say favorite because it hurts your bum or your ab muscles or your belly muscles. So we're just going to come back a little bit on our bum, and we're going to lift our legs, lift our arms. Inside is our mush. Keep that mush safe. Don't let it fall out. Don't roll over and let that mush fall out of your bowl, friends. And if you like, you can straighten. No, see, Miss Mel's off today. There you go. If you like, you can straighten or you can keep bent. Whew. Did you keep your mush safe, friends? I hope none of it spilled. And it's still on that little nightstand. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars, goodnight air. Look at all those beautiful stars, friends. So let's be stars, okay? So I invite you to come to your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor. We're going to stand in mountain pose with our hands to heart center to start. And now we're going to spread our legs out and we're going to put our arms up. Now I want you to stretch. Concentrate on stretching those hands up in the air. See, I have them open. Stretch those hands up in the air. Stretch those legs. You're going to feel the stretch all across your front, down into your legs and up into your arms. Be a bright, shining star, friends. Stretch, 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 stretch. Good job, my friends. Goodnight noises everywhere. What a wonderful book. The end. I'm going to show you the front of that book. It was a short book today, friends, but it's a lovely book. Tim has joined us. Welcome, Tim. I see that our friend Aruro is here too. Welcome, welcome. Now, friends, it is time to do our relaxation. So I invite you all to lay on your backs, on your mat or your blanket or your piece of floor, putting your arms beside you with your palms facing up. And I think tonight we will lie in the bedroom. And I'm going to look at the picture again and I'm going to describe to you everything that's in the room while we're lying there. There's a big rug by a fireplace, friends. So let's pretend that we're laying on the big, cushy, soft rug beside the fireplace. And the glow of the moon is on our faces through the window. Even though our eyes are closed, we can feel the glow on our faces. And we can feel the warmth of the fireplace beside us, friends. And as we lay there, we relax our bodies. We relax our shoulders. We relax our chest. We relax our waist and our bum. We relax our arms and our hands. We relax our legs and our feet. And I want you to just take up a big part of that rug in your hands and squish it all together. Squish it hard, 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 and then let it go. And then squinch those toes up as hard as you can. See if you can pick up a rug in your toes. And then let it go. Just let your toes relax. Let your feet drop off to the side. And as we lay there on our backs beside the fireplace, we can hear the sounds of the little kittens. We can hear the rustle of the little mittens drying by the fireplace. We can hear the sounds of the little mouse. And we can smell the bowl full of mush sitting on the night table. The old lady whispering hush is quiet now because everything in the room is quiet. And as we listen to the little kittens and the little mouse, just as we hear them and we acknowledge them and we let them go, we let our thoughts roll in. We acknowledge them and we let them go. Just like we let that little kitty run around. Just like we let the little mouse go. We let those thoughts go. And we just lay there in the warmth of the fireplace and in the glow of the moon, smelling the yummy mush, in the comfort, knowing that the little old lady whispering hush is right there, keeping watch over us. Good job, my friends. And slowly I want you to whisper to yourselves, I am healthy. I am strong. Good job, my friends. And I want you to take that strength that you feel the warmth and the strength that you feel laying beside that fireplace. And knowing that the little lady whispering hush is right there watching over you. I want to take that strength and I want you to send it to every part of your body. Send it to your shoulders. Send it to your chest and your waist. Send it to your arms and your hands. Send it to your legs and your feet. I want you to take that warmth and that strength and send that warmth and strength out to everybody that's in the room with you. Moms, dads, brothers and sisters, everybody that's in your house with you. And then I want you to send that warmth and that strength out to all of your neighbors, out to all of your friends and teachers at school. Out to all of your extended family, grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and cousins. And then I want you to send that warmth and strength to all of the helpers out there. And we know where all of those helpers are. Send them warmth for the times that they feel lonely and cold. And send them strength for the times that they are brave helpers. And then I want you to bring that warmth and that strength back inside your body. And I want you to keep it deeply inside your heart so that every day you feel that you are healthy, you are warm, and you are strong. Every single day. And when you're ready, friends, I want you to roll to one side, keeping your eyes closed. Roll to one side, bringing your knees into your chest. And just stay there for a moment. If you're yawning and you're tired, this is a good time to take a nap. And that's okay. And if you're not and you're wide awake and you're ready to get up, that's okay too. Just wake up your arms and your legs. Move your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, come on back up sitting and join me on my mat. Sitting crisscross applesauce or in Hero's Pose, friends. Good job, my friends. Bringing your hands to heart center. We'll end class with Namaste. I feel good in every way. The goodness in me sees the goodness in all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today, my friends, for episode 26 of Storytime Yoga, where we read today Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown. And there is Goodnight Moon again. And again, I will put in the comments there, in the description there, I will put the link to purchase your own copy of Good Moon if you don't own one at home, so that you can watch the recording later and follow along. Thank you so much for joining us. I am Miss Mel, your children's yoga instructor with Breathe With Me Yoga and your mindset coach with Rise to Wellness. If you are interested in following us more, please do like our Breathe With Me Yoga page and go to breathewithmeyoga.com to learn more about what our services are for children's yoga. You can also visit Rise, the number 2 Wellness on Facebook or rise2wellness.com to find out more about our coaching for children and their families. I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and I look forward to you joining us here again tomorrow. Have a great day, friends. Goodbye.